Sunday, which marks the first day of Holy Week, is called Palm Sunday. Jesus' disciples brought a donkey to him, and on that young colt Jesus rode into Jerusalem. The crowds that went ahead of him and those that followed shouted, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord." And they spread their cloaks along the ground and waved palm branches. And on this Palm Sunday, we want to invite you to place yourself into the story. You stand anxiously along the path as you wait for him to come closer. The sound of palm branches lowering grows louder with every passing step. The collective shouts of Hosanna are deafening. The energy is exhilarating. Riding into Jerusalem on the donkey evoked royalty status, just as David would send Solomon to the throne on a donkey. This sent the message, the king is here to sit at his throne. It comes time for him to pass by, and it all feels like a blur. As you lay down the palm leaves, the expectations of what he will do soon arises. See, if you live in that time, you expected Jesus to start a violent revolt against your enemies. You expected liberation from your circumstances and freedom from your oppression. But as the week goes on, it looks less and less like you expected. You see, the week began with glorious shouts and ended with utter hopelessness and grief. We read about Palm Sunday with the benefit of hindsight. We know the kingdom Jesus established was an eternal one, not an earthly one. Yet, we still find ourselves in the same place as those who were confused when Jesus didn't live up to their expectations. We too can walk through life with expectations for God. And while God does wondrous things for us, his plans don't necessarily follow our expectations. If there were a verse that so profoundly expresses the tension of Holy Week, especially on Palm Sunday, it would be Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. This is the tension of Palm Sunday, to trust our own heart, to lean on our own understanding, to look to our feelings more than our everlasting King. Palm Sunday is so much more than just laying down branches. It's about laying down expectations. Maybe that's the best thing you can do as you welcome Holy Week, to trust God completely with whatever you're facing. To trust even when things don't look like you thought they would, and even to lay down those expectations and trust that he is working out all things for your good and his glory.